Hey everybody, I know it's been a long time since I've been on here, and well, honestly, the only free time I've had to record is, well, now due to the fact that I've been working for better part of 50 years without a break, really. I've been working 6 10s, 6 days a week, 10 hours a day for the entire pandemic. It sucks. It blows a lot. So, anyway, I took some days off finally after literally a year to just make a video, post some updates, and tell you what we're into. So, like I've said before on my little update that I did a little bit ago, this isn't the normal little bunker that we're in. This is a new area, and as you can see behind me, it's got lots of other new toys in it. In this particular case, one big beat up, smashed to bits toy that is somewhat disassembled in this area. And there's a reason for that. This bike is my main sort of cruising back and forth bike, going to work, that kind of thing. And, well, we're doing some work on her. As you can see, the primary cover's off. I'm just checking the primary tensioner chain, or primary tensioner. Let's do this correctly. Primary chain tensioner, and then also checking my clutch, primary chain, teeth on the front, everything. Everything's checking out pretty satisfactory. Now, here's the thing about this bike. A lot of people have griped about this motorcycle because, well, it's old, it's dirty, it's beat up, it ain't real pretty, not a lot of chrome. The only way I've ever modified this thing is, well, taking chrome off of it, actually. Like, I've kept the horn cover, and actually I just put the battery box back on the thing. And then the chain cover, in this case belt cover, that runs over the drive belt, both of those. I keep them on just because they protect the drive belt for any kind of debris on the road or whatever. Other than that, I've modified it with some, this is tricky, some ape hanger motorcycle, or ape hanger bars, mini apes really, 14-inch, and updated the headlights and taillights with LEDs, and that's about it. Now, riding season's been started here in where I live for a little while, so it's a little, yeah, the white balance is terrible. It's a little late in the day to be doing work on my bike. Well, the thing of it is, I got two bikes. Actually, I got three bikes, but the third bike, part of the bike is laying up there on my workbench. Part of it's in a pile over there in the corner. So we're not counting that one right now. My other bike, it's a GSXR 1000. This one's a Harley Davidson FXDL. Well, you'd be right when I say it's a little late in the season to be working on bikes, and it is. And this isn't actually broken. We're doing a major overhaul and tune-up because right now it's June something, about midway through June. I don't know the day. And we're doing a major overhaul on it. And the reason being is we're reaching the end of pandemic, right? So here's kind of the gamble I'm hoping will pay off, is that the border to Canada will be opening up soon. Now, the reason for that is anybody that knows me over the past few years knows that I've taken various road trips across country a few times. Rode down to Key West, rode to San Diego, California, and rode to Newfoundland up in Canada, which I don't know if Newfoundland really wants to be counted as part of Canada, but sorry, you're being counted as part of Canada. So, why am I worried about riding back to Canada when I've already been there? Well, I'm not going to Canada. I'm going through Canada to Alaska. And actually, I'm going through Alaska to hopefully a town called Prudhoe Bay. And if you don't have a map, well, let me put it to you this way. Prudhoe Bay is at the other end of the continent from Key West. I mean, it's about as far away from Key West as you can get on a motorcycle. It's also as far north as you can ride on a motorcycle. It's also not really a place you should be riding a motorcycle. I'm not saying that you can't just hop on a bike and go. You can. That's your prerogative. You do whatever you want. I'm not going to tell you what to do. But the thing of it is, if you do hop on a bike from where I live in Ohio, it's roughly 3,500 miles-ish, somewhere around there. So it's a little over 7,000 miles each way. Actually, it's 3,800, something like that. Either way, it's a long way. And the thing of it is, when you get to Fairbanks, right? Fairbanks is how north smart people go, right? But then there's one town that goes from Fairbanks all the way up to Prudhoe, or one road that goes from Fairbanks all the way up to Prudhoe Bay up in Alaska. And there's like a gas station along it, and the road is 400 miles long. Now, those of you who ride motorcycles and can do math probably realize that one tank of gas isn't going to go 400 miles. So you actually, they recommend, well, I say they recommend, I can do math too, so I recommend that I have to take some gas tanks with me, some gas cans, load them up in the saddlebags of my motorcycle, run out of gas, fill up off the fuel tanks that I have in the or gas cans in the saddlebags, and then keep going. And then get gas, fill up the gas cans, and then continue on my merry way. And yeah, there's, as far as I know, the road is mostly paved, so that's good. With asphalt for quite a bit of the way. Some gravel and like some sort of cobblestone dirt stuff that's not really good on your tires and pretty terrible for road use. Yeah. So, you know, not the ideal territory for this fella up here. Now, a few of you might be going, well, why the hell would you do this? It seems like a bad idea. You're taking a motorcycle that, I mean, see, here's the thing. See all this ground clearance? That's a lie right now. It's on the front tire, but then if you go to the back tire is actually 3 inches off the ground right there. So that means that, when I take it off the paddock stand that is holding it up right now, my ground clearance goes from about that to about 3 inches. So that's, not ideal. Like even if I took this crotch rocket here that I'm leaning my hand on, that would be better. But, I've been riding motorcycles like this, weirdly, off-road most of my life. Not this large and not this heavy, I'll admit. Mostly like, I think the heaviest one I ever did was like a 750 Yamaha off-road. So I did take that off-road quite a bit. But, like out in the woods too, so no roads. But yeah, my only real concerns are like hitting rocks with the oil tank on this thing, or like banging the underside of the engine off on a rock or something, or running out of gas like while I'm near a bear. That would suck. Or like like the engine breaking down and out in the middle of nowhere. Because the thing of it is, there's no cell phone service as far as I know either. And it's 100 miles in between places to get help. Yeah. So, that's quite a walk. I don't really want to do that. So, yeah, all this seems like a bad idea to you, I'm sure. Not to me. I'm totally confident in my machine and everything. Because this thing's, it's solid. It's got me where I want to go. It hasn't given me any major issues yet. So, I'm just trying to avoid any major issues so far, redoing everything and all that. So, yeah, I'm not worried. It's good. I mean, it's got me where I want to go so far and never given me issues, and I know there's a lot of people out there like, well, I've ridden that road before and that's a dangerous road to go on, and you're an idiot if you think you can do it on a Harley. You need a full-on venture bike that's decked out. Sorry, I'm messing with the muffler on my crotch rocket. You need a full-on venture bike that's decked out with auxiliary tanks and missile launchers and tent gear and everything. Well, see, here's the thing. Whenever I rode cross-country to Newfoundland, San Diego, Florida, Illinois. Everybody always said, well, no, you need like a cross-country cruiser to do that. And you know what? You're probably not wrong. That would have been more comfortable. But you know what? This is a freaking Harley Dyno Lowrider, okay? These things look virtually the same as they did in the 20s. Now, if there's any real good reason to update this, somebody would have. Probably. And people keep buying them. Now, I understand Harley people are diehard people. I'm not a Harley guy personally. Like, I like Indians, for example. Those are pretty. And I like the Kawasaki Vulcan Drifter. That's a nice looking bike. I like crotch rockets. I like dirt bikes. I don't own, any adventure bikes or anything. But yeah, anyway, yeah, if it was good enough for my grandpa, it is good enough for me to get cross country in. And by golly, I totally, ignore the fact that it's leaking oil right now. It's fine. It's fine. So yeah, we're going to do this, July 8th, 7th, late July. I'll get the exact dates later. We're going to do this in late July, hopefully, because right now the Canadian border's closed. Here's all the stuff that has to go right? The Canadian border has to open back up. I have to finish all the work on this motorcycle. There's probably other things. I got to get my other vaccine for COVID because I'm just betting on the fact that they're probably going to make that a thing to get into Canada. Like you're going to have your vaccine. So, yeah, all that. So, we'll be getting in there as soon as possible. And if we don't, like if the Canadian border doesn't open up or something else goes haywire, well, I'll give you an update again and let you know why. And I'm still going to go somewhere because, fuck all this staying around at home. I got a motorcycle. I got time. I'm going to get the hell out of the state. If this thing ain't ready to go and that thing is, meaning the crotch rocket, if that's ready to go, then by golly, we'll take the crotch rocket out. We'll go ride it down to Texas or something. I don't care. We're going on a road trip, everybody. And you're coming with me. Because I'm sick of the basement, and I'm sick of work, and I'm sick of everything else. And it's just crazy. Freaking crazy. Freaking crazy. That's what I've been saying. No swear words. So, yeah. You can follow along a little bit. I will post a couple videos about what I'm doing to kind of get the bike ready. Mostly it's just wiping grease off of it. But, I'm changing out the oil and everything too. So you'll get to see that. And we'll go over it. So, yeah. So anyway, I literally just posted a quick little update. So I'm going to, post this tomorrow. Anyway, talk at you later.